Hello, my name is Nathan Ebert. I'm the Chief Business and Strategy Officer for BG Products based in Wichita, Kansas. BG Products is a 50-year-old technology company. Our backbone is in research and development, and we are also a manufacturer of our own products. What we look for currently here in the heavy-duty over-the-road space is trying to address a very common problem in the industry of piston ring functionality. Our simple two-step process involves two products, one of which is our heavy-duty formulation for our fuel system performance restoration. Again, that's added to each saddle tank, 1 quart per saddle tank, treats 100 gallons each. Goes into the fuel system to clean the top part of the fuel system, everything from the fuel rail, the injector itself, into the top part of the combustion chamber. Our second product is called engine performance restoration, and that's simply added to the used oil right before the oil change. And that cleans the bottom end of that piston ring, restoring that piston ring functionality to restore that compression. We typically run that with a manual regen to elevate that temperature and allow it to idle for 30 to 45 minutes, and that takes care of any of the anti-idling devices that may be installed in that vehicle.
I'm Daryl Bear, lead engineer and COO of MVT Solutions. What we're testing is from BG Products, and it's their fuel system performance restoration and their engine performance restoration. We're using 3 trucks for this test. We have 2 Freightliner Cascadias with Detroit diesel 15-liter engines, and we have 1 International LT with a Cummins 15-liter engine. One of the Cascadias and the International LT are both the test vehicles, and the third vehicle, the last Freightliner Cascadia, is used as a compare vehicle. So the test vehicles will be treated with BG and the compare vehicle will not be. All 3 trucks have about 300,000 miles on them, so they have some time, they have some miles on them. They're about half life for what most fleets are using from a new purchase. And it's also about the time when a lot of fleets are starting to see some major maintenance issues. So what's really unique about this BG system is that it can be done at a regular maintenance interval. Before we started this test, we removed the injectors from the 2 test trucks, meaning 1 Cummins and 1 of the Detroit diesels, and we used a digital microscope to take photographs of the spray holes. After inspecting the injectors, we came to the test track, and we started by doing a 150-mile baseline run with all 3 trucks to get a comparison between them. After the baseline run, we did the BG service. We then started a 1,000-mile test. And the reason we were doing 1,000 miles is because we don't want to just simply see what the product does right away when we test. We want to see what it does over a longer period. So 1,000 miles was used to capture that. After the 1,000-mile test, the injectors are removed again, and we again use the digital microscope to look at the spray holes and compare the difference before and after. So not only do we look at the maintenance side of the injectors and what it can do there, but we're also looking at the fuel economy performance from the 1,000-mile test. And we'll share the test results with you now. Where we expect to see even greater results with something like this is in engines that have either high idle time or they have a lot of stop and go. Anytime where they're not getting high temperatures for long periods of time. With over-the-road trucks, they're spending a lot of time at highway speeds, so they tend to stay a little cleaner than you would get in something like a school bus or something that's working in an urban environment. So what we see as really appealing about what BG Products is offering is that you can improve your maintenance and your fuel economy simply by adding a step into your regular maintenance process. And every fleet knows there's huge expenses and huge headache with what we're seeing in the fuel system and the engine. We talk about injector replacements, after treatment systems. There's just a lot of maintenance issues with trucks these days. If you're a fleet that's experiencing issues in your after treatment system or your fuel system, before you look at replacing injectors or doing costly repairs, why not try BG? You know, we've done the hard work, we've proven that it works, we've seen the results. So you can call the folks at BG, see if they can help you out, and go from there.